Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for coming to the weekly goal setting live stream. I'm so happy to see you all here. I'm happy you could join me. And today we are going to get busy setting some weekly goals, followed by maybe a little chat. But first, we have to review last week's goals. We're going to audit our process and how we have been doing over the last little while. Next, we are going. Next, after that, we will set our own. So, if you are part of the replay crew, welcome. You are so welcome to pause and take time if you need to finish any of the exercises or to just catch up or to take your time writing. Timestamps will be added into the description, so you have some time to jump around. But before we get into all of that, if you are unsure of who I am, I'm Terrell, and this is Absolutely Studying. I bootstrapped my way through university while juggling a full-time job and a family. It was tough, and now I want to pay it forward. I want to supply you with all of the resources and support you need to flourish in your academic career. So we are here today to set this week's goals. I like to do this live and I like to do it with you so that there can be some accountability, there can be some community. Sometimes it's nice to be able to share goals and just things like that. So we are hold on just 1 second. So I am changing some things, doing some moves in the background. I don't know why I always appear like everything is so dark on these live streams, but it is what it is. So, we are getting ready to hop on in, and the very first place we have to start if we are talking about any kind of goal setting is, of course, reviewing last week's goals. So, make sure you grab them. If you did not write them down last week, you got to write your goals down. It's so difficult to actually make progress on setting and achieving goals if you don't write them down because confirmation bias, right? If you once a little bit of time passes, you're just going to believe that the goals are what you decide to remember them as. So maybe you set that you were going to spend 2 hours a day studying, and then maybe you didn't spend 2 hours a day studying. Maybe you spent an hour and a half, or maybe you spent 14 hours in the week, but not actually the 2 hours per day. Those kind of things, though, will really make a difference depending on what the actual goal is. So, writing down your goals as detailed and as specific as possible is so important on actually seeing if you make progress on them. So, did you write down last week's goals? And if you did, make sure you grab them. Because the next thing I want to know is how many did you set? Usually I like to say like 3 to 5, 3 being ideal because that really gives you time to focus on those 3 goals, and then you can either do extra tasks or, self-care and taking care of yourself and all of those fun things if it's not something that if you don't overburden yourself with all of the extra goals. So 3 goals I usually like, but sometimes you might set, 4 or 5. And so, of those goals, how many did you actually complete? To actual completion, to full completion as you wrote them down with the specifics, all of the tasks we broke up, how many of them did you actually complete? And did you fall short? Did you fall short on any of them? Did you fall short? Maybe you missed a day or two. Maybe you didn't quite get it. Maybe you reset your week on Sunday like I do. And so Friday is just a little bit premature and you're not quite there yet, but you have a plan to get there by the weekend. And while you are here, while you are scribbling down, please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel to make sure that you do get notified when I go live. I have a majorly ambitious goal right now to hit 10K. We are nowhere near there, so I need your help. So yeah, likey, subscribey, YouTubey things. So now that we've done a nice, really detailed, thorough, critical look at how things went last week, let's actually talk about how things are going to go, how things worked. What actually worked for you? So, what did you do last week to ensure that you met your goals that actually worked, that you found that made everything so much easier? So make sure you write those things down. It can really help you to set your new goals for this coming week, how you're going to work through those. Because the next thing I'm going to ask you is what went wrong. So, is there anything that went wrong? Was it avoidable? Or was it that, your world just decided to wake up and choose violence? Um, so out of that, what habits that you implemented last week or that you did last week, maybe you've been doing them for a while, did you can will you continue to do this week? So, did you break your tasks down? Did you make sure to tackle one task a day? Did you wake up every morning and state your intention out loud? What is it that you did that really made you feel that it had a really good impact? It can be one thing, it can be 10 things, whatever. Like I said, especially if you're on the replay crew, take the time and write all of this down. Finally, what are you going to do differently? So that could be that you want to, one up something that worked. It could be that you want to toss out something that didn't work. What are you going to try differently in this next week that will actually help you to stay on your goals, keep your progress, keep your steady habits, and so on? So while you are pondering those last few questions, I will take a moment to talk about our sponsor for this live stream, which is my Study Skills digital course. So, my Study Skills digital course teaches you all of the essential study skills. It tells you everything that you need to do to get organized, to plan your study sessions, to go through and learn how to take the best notes and develop a reading strategy that really works for you that helps with your study habits. All of these things are taught in a piecemeal, easy to follow format. There are action plans that help you implement each and every step. It is packed full of workbooks, notebooks, extra resources. So there is a ton of information that you can use to create your very own specific study schedule. The best part is that it is a digital course, so it is easy access and you do it at your own pace so that you can implement as many units as you want to right away and take your time if you come across a high workload period in your study schedule. So it's just at your own pace to implement. And you don't have me live breathing over your shoulder like you do when I am working on you one by one on one. So the link for that will be in the description, and let's see how you're doing with setting those goals. Because now it is finally time to set next week's goals. So again, I like to work with 3 solid goals. So look at especially your monthly goals. If you were not at last month's monthly plan, make sure you sign up and join me for next month's. It'll be scheduled on the website. So just head over to www.absolutelystudying.com. You can see a full list of all of the events that you can take part in, and there's links there to join. So check out for the monthly goals. Put that in your calendar if you don't have goals for next month or you didn't join us for last month. So compare your monthly goals and see what are 3 goals you can do next week that can help you to reach those goals. What are 3 things that you can do next week that will actually help you to hit the milestones that you need to hit for your monthly goals? And write them down and be as specific as possible. Don't forget about setting SMART goals. So specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive. Be as specific as possible in your goal setting. I will link above a video about setting SMART goals so that I don't have to dive into it every single week. So write them down and also write down just maybe one sentence about how this is going to help you in the big picture. So, yeah, you might have that goal to study 2 hours a day every day. And that is going to get tedious, but it doesn't mean that it's not necessary. So, write down how studying 2 hours every day is going to help you big picture. Is it going to make you feel more confident in the material? Is it going to make you more disciplined? What is your takeaway from setting this goal? And so finally, let's actually make a plan to succeed. Let's not just have these goals written down. Let's actually take a few minutes and just write down 5 to 15 steps that will help you to accomplish each goal. So, if your plan, let's say again, your plan is to study 2 hours each day, then first thing, let's plan 7 study sessions. After you've planned 7 study sessions using our Pomodoro planner, link in the description, you can, it's free. Once you have set up 7 study sessions, you can schedule them into your day. So you've actually blocked off the 2 hours each day. Once you block off the 2 hours each day, those study sessions are now the tasks. So now instead of just saying, I'm going to study for 2 hours a day, you have a plan. You have a concrete plan that you can just tick boxes off and work towards. And that is huge. It makes it so much easier when you have simple steps, simple, easy to follow steps, and all you have to do is show up and tick them off. So I am working on a planner to go through, or not a planner, I'm working on a workbook to go through these so that you can have everything just fill in the blanks. It'll be free. I will eventually pop it in the description so that you can just download it and fill it out and work on it as we go through this so that you can just follow along. But until then, I want you to pop down your big goal, either one or all 3 into the comments section below, because stating your goal is going to really, really help you with actually achieving it. There is something to say about accountability, about the accountability of saying your goal out loud and sharing it and having somebody else know and ask you about those goals. So pop them down into the comments. I love reading them. If you are shy, send them to me on Instagram at Absolutely Studying. Just slide into the DMs, leave them in the DMs, and I will even check in and see how you are making progress on those goals. So don't forget to like and subscribe, hop over to the website and watch out for the next events. I'm here every Friday for our goal setting live streams. I am here the last Wednesday of every month for our monthly live streams, but double check on the website for events just in case that ever changes. Don't forget about the study skills digital course, I would love to have you in the group. We do have a membership option and we do a ton of fun things in the membership. So if you pop over to the events, you will see some members only events, and those are awesome. There are some events, some master classes. We have fun in the membership. So I will see you next week. And until then, I hope you have an amazing adventure.